Hello, students. Bonjour, Anine. It's great to see you again. Welcome to speech and language class. All right. This month, we are going to be reading the book called Totem Tale, a tall story from Alaska. All right. Before we begin reading the book, we are going to talk about predictions. Okay. Predictions are guesses, but they're educated guesses. So we use some clues or some cues from the book to help us make some guesses about what may happen next in the book, or maybe some things that we see. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to go through the book and look just at the pictures. We're not going to read it. Okay, we're going to go through and look at the pictures only. And then we're going to see if we can make predictions by only looking at the pictures. So we're going to take a guess, and our clues or our cues this time are going to be the pictures. They're going to help us guess, make an educated guess, right, as to what's going to happen in the book. So let's take a peek. All right, let's see if we can dive in here. So we have the Totem Tale, a tall story from Alaska. And what do we see here on the front? I see a totem pole. All right. So I'm going to open. I'm just going to go through, and you can see, look at the pictures and the pictures only. So here I see part of the totem pole. Kind of looks like they're in a forest, right? Oops. Here I see the animals that I think that were on the totem pole. Let's see. Here we see a frog. We see the beaver. We see an eagle. We see a grizzly bear. We see a wolf and a raven. And then, it looks like all of the animals are scrambling or trying to get somewhere. It looks like they're almost flying in the air. Oh, and then it looks like there's a totem pole over here on this side, if you can see. Kind of like a fake one in a dream. Maybe something they're seeing in their minds. Oh, and here it looks like they're trying to stand on each other. Oh, looks like they're trying to do that again. Looks like wolf is on top this time. Eagle, or maybe that's raven. Sorry. Nope, eagle. Eagle doesn't look too happy. Oh, looks like eagle's on the top. Looks like they're maybe trying to, I don't know, figure out what order they go in. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Okay, there looks like they all landed on the ground here. Oh, looks like they're starting to build something, another totem pole, trying to figure it out. But then I think they fell down again. And then I don't know, we see the raven, and then we see the actual animals here. And then we see that the totem pole gets put back together at the end. And I think that is the last page. So that's what we see. So what I'm going to do is from those pictures, I'm going to pop up, I'm going to present a visual here. So give me a second. Okay, so here is a visual, and it says what I predict will happen and the clues that I use to predict. So I want you, your job is to think of three predictions, three things that you think will happen in the book, and then tell me what are those clues that you use to predict it. You can type those out here, okay? So for example, I can do one with you so you know exactly what to do. So I'm going to put this over here. It says, what I predict will happen. And I think because we saw, I'm going to say, the animals leave the totem pole. That's what I think, right? I think from the pictures and then it says clues that I used to predict. I'm going to say in the pictures, I saw the animals. Oops. Move apart from each other. So that's why I think the animals leave the totem pole, because they were no longer close to each other anymore. So what's going to happen is I want you to think of at least, so 3 predictions. I did 1 for you, so you have 2 more to do. You don't have to write them out, but I do want to hear what your predictions are and what the clues were, okay? So you can record yourself. What I predict will happen, and then why do you think that will happen? What did you see in the pictures that led you to believe that this would happen? You need evidence, right, to support your thinking. Why do you think the way you do? Why are you making the guess you are making? All right. And then there's one other thing I did want you to do. I'm going to take this down and I'm going to pull the sheet up. Since we are reading about totem poles, I want us to write down anything that we may know or share anything that we may know about totem poles. And you can think of your WH questions when doing this. What are they? What are they made of? Who were they made by? Where can you find these? Okay, do we usually find these in our kitchen? Probably not. Where do we find them? Okay, maybe why do we have them? Write down anything that you know about totem poles. Or again, you can record yourself if you are unable to write or type these things, okay? All right, and I want to get a better understanding of your background on totem poles, and then we will learn a little bit more about them before we start our book called The Totem Tale. All right, well, I'm going to put this down. And I'm coming back to you. And so I'm going to say goodbye and good luck on your predictions. On telling me at least 2 more predictions for the book, and then explaining why. And then also I want you to tell me about things that you know about totem poles already. Okay, so look below and see if you can complete those assignments. I look forward to seeing you soon. All right, bye, Geeko Wabaman.